Assalamualaikum. Bumiputera literally translates as son of the soil and refer to those who are considered to be the original inhabitants of the country. For example, Malay and Orang Asli. The word does not describe any group, but rather signifies the social status of the indigeneity. Bumiputra citizens' rights are commonly prioritized in the political as well as in the other public and some private sector of a society. In this way, Malay interests are commonly privileged over those who are otherwise. The Orang Asli minority remains somewhat more marginalized. Common culture application for Bumiputra. Malaysian, on the whole, embrace a social heritage with an open arm. People are more at the easy when they can tell where other persons stand in the relationship to them. Well become the rule as well because people who have it are more likely to flaunt it. People, on the other hand, are not undaily extravagant with their money. In Malaysia, a person's educational level frequently determines their rank. Age usually becomes the overriding factor that determines the level of respect a person commands throughout society. Elders are presumed to have a great wisdom and a very lineage of authority. When speaking to someone older than themselves, Malaysians may employ honorific speech and bow slightly. Malaysians, on the whole, come across as a really cheerful and upbeat people. They are extremely compassionate in the most situations because to their collective culture focus on connection and people. Today, Malaysian social attitude is built on a desire for the democracy, formal education, equal chance for all races, and tolerance for other religions. A profound culture conviction in the humanity goodness bind the country together. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amirul Ashraf from Batch 22B. I will present about cultural absolutism and cultural relativism. Malaysia continue to take great stride in achieving economic growth towards become a high income and developed nation by 2020. However, what is needed at the same time is to coordinate progress in the protection of human rights. Economic development must be achieved in line with the value of human rights because the basis of human rights is the dignity and self-esteem of every human being. I am of the view that the people should be given priority in economic development. The situation of the orang asli is Malaysia is deplorable as they remain marginalized and constantly threatened, expelled from occupying their customary lands, lack basic educational rights, and excluded from making decisions of issues affecting their life. To date, Suhaikem's recommendation in the National Inquiry Report on People Lands rights. Thank you.
Who assist expand Bumiputra equity ownership to 20% when he tabled the 12 Malaysia plan before the Dewan Rakyat yesterday. Zaidil, on the other hand, was not aboard. If this is actually done, it will generate a lot of problems for Bumiputra entrepreneurs, say one expert. Thank you.
Hey sir, I'm Muhammad Farhan bin Abdul Khalid. My ID is TM112008. My batch is 22B. Today I would like to present to you about the question E, a person, gender and culture different. First thing first, I would like to talk about the person. Person are maintaining a manners and morals in a tolerant custom that has been set for all people, the Bumiputras, Malays. Because of a reflection is the reflection of our nations. A person must be good role model to his race and other race in order to show how beautiful the Malay race. That's a Bumiputra. Next, I would like to talk about the gender. First, male. A man must be play a role to take care of his family. That's one. And Malay men are required to learn a martial arts. That what I mean is silat. Silat custom is highly encouraged to a legacy of silat to the lower layers. Silat can protect the family from internal and internal enemies. Next, female. Women also a great trust and need to born like a woman. Women need to plan time, especially in handling household and matter. This is also custom among a Bumiputra where a woman must be obey their husband no matter what. Next, I would like to talk about the culture different. First, Malay Islam. Malay Islam do not meat that is not slaughtered it at a random. That we do not eat a pork, do not gamble, and do not drink alcohol. That's a Malay Islam. Malay can accept anyone who is a Muslim. Therefore, the Malays can easily accept Pakistan, Indians, Arab. So because nature of Islam brotherhood, which between ethnic group, especially Muslim and non-Muslim. Muslim can accept everyone because Muslim learn from a past. We learn about the all people are the same. Next, China Buddha. In addition to the worship of internal spirit, the Chinese also practice Buddhist continuism of Christianity. The Chinese also speak several dialects and maintain custom a traditional practice. Some Chinese practice are not acceptable to the Malays, such as eating porks, pigs, and keeping dogs in the house, and gambling. Next, India, Hindu. The life of India Malays in character by practice taught by Hindus, speaking several defects and practicing inter custom. Religion, there are also different practice such as a drink alcohol and toddy, which are very popular with Indians, especially among rubber plantations workers. Okay, sir, that's all for me for the question E, the person, gender, and the culture difference. I'm sorry if you I speak to a mistake or any what. Okay, sir, that's all for me. Thank you.
Conclusion: Malaysia has a civil population of persons of Portuguese heritage, largely concentrated in the cities. Indonesian, Nepalese, Filipinos, and European all have modern number. Malaysian Chinese, usually Han Chinese, who make up 22.6% of the population, and Malaysian India, primarily Tamil, who make up 6.7%, are the two large minority groups. Many members of these tribes are descended from laborers who migrated to Malaysia during British colonial authority in the late 19th and early 20th century. Some have ties to the country that date back to the third or fourth generation. That's all. Thank you.